Hello, welcome to Jazz Is
Jazz's
MasterClass series
at the National Jazz Museum at the National Jazz Museum in Harlem.
I am Sekou McMillan, the curator of special projects.
My name is Albert Marquès. Zach O'Farrell.
My name is Shirazette Titten.
and we are in conversation with the legendary Bertha Hope. Jazz could only have happened here in America.
The key to everything was the radio.
So this world is too dense. 15 minutes isn't enough to cover it all.
Are you ready? I am.
When there is music, the brain keeps listening because it's beauty, it's art, it's art. That's the power of art. Part 4, call to action. I am 38 years old. I've been playing jazz all my life. I moved to New York City because of this incredible Black American music called jazz. And it's in the last years that I have been really able to put together activism and jazz through education. I also became a few years ago a public school teacher. I am teaching jazz to kids in New York City that don't really know about jazz from all over the world, all kinds of people, and we are using music as a tool to express themselves. I think that jazz is particularly effective because of improvisation. You can hopefully find your own voice and express yourself. And I think that it's thanks to that training that I've been able to do all this work that I'm calling lately Amplify Voices. I'm only one person. I do receive messages on social media every week almost from family members that tell me that they have a family member in prison, people that tell me that their brother, for example, is wrongfully convicted. I cannot help everybody, and I think that there is a lot of work to be done, and I insist that jazz and music is particularly effective because I think that when we hear a really hard story, such as the ones that we have been talking about, there is a moment that the brain disconnects. There is a moment that for your own self-preservation, to survive, you just tune out. That can happen also reading the newspaper or watching the news or listening to a podcast. When there is music, the brain keeps listening because it's beauty, it's art, it's art. That's the power of art. I would argue that the other art form that can do that very effectively is comedy. A good comedian can make jokes about slavery, the Holocaust, any topic, and make you think and make you realize certain things that maybe you were not thinking of before, and laugh. Music has the power to make you feel the emotions of very hard topics while still creating beauty. It's in this context that I developed this idea or system what I call that I work with non-musicians. If maybe you have heard of the concept of certain filmmakers or in theater where they work with non-actors, meaning people that have never seen themselves as actors, but they are invited to participate in movies, for example, because even if they don't have the skills to do what the director says, if the director finds a person that is exactly the person that they want as a character in that movie, it's more authentic, it's more real, it will work. This is probably the most revolutionary thing that I'm doing in all this work. I'm working with people that have never considered themselves musicians, poets, writers. I would have never been able to do all of that without my experience as a public school teacher, because that's what I do on a daily basis. I train and I help people to make music even if they don't necessarily have the skills. The first video that I'm going to show you now, it's with Jason Fulfer. Jason is a former student in the public school where I teach in New York City. In July 2024, it was the 10th anniversary of the murder of Eric Garner here in New York City by the New York City Police Department. Jason is Eric Garner's cousin. We publish a jazz song where Jason is rapping, and I wanted to talk about this example because Jason has never seen himself as a musician or a rapper. So how did we do this? Well, we spent a lot of hours practicing. Also, he came with us during a Freedom First tour that we did in the Midwest, and he was performing the song every day. And it's not only that I was coaching him, Keith Lamar was also coaching him through the phone because he had been through the same process earlier with Freedom First. And then after the tour, we went to the recording studio, and I think that the result is very powerful. The video that you will see here is from a live performance, but you can also find the track online.
Yo, Zach, you ready? It's been years now since I felt alive, but I mask it with a smile to survive. While my people always get the back seat, while others have it all within their reach. We allow the system to be so suffocating, while kids got a blank canvas, no control what they painting. From systemic system to brutal acts played out, my hope done empty like a well in a drought. Institutions give funds to set us free, but always find a way to not let us breathe. 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 My cousin Eric Garner had his last breath taken, while crooked cops still count the money they making. To protect and serve, yeah, right, they be faking. Ain't that been the case since slavery was in the making? How long we gonna sit back, give them excuses, while we are suffocated, deal with our internal bruises? It's time we put freedom first. We all deserve to be free. Get up, stand up for each other's rights as if we are all family.
As I said previously, I'm from Catalonia in Southern Europe, and I wanted to show you this last video that even if it's not exactly jazz, it's mainly hip hop. It's particularly meaningful for me because there is this rapper who is in prison in Spain because he made a song that insulted, that's what they say, the King of Spain. I want to say that to the American audience. Thanks to the First Amendment, you can do all this work with imprisoned people in the United States. I cannot do that in my own country. In fact, this case, a rapper going to prison because of the content of the lyrics of his songs is unthinkable in the United States. He contacted me, and even if I couldn't record him via phone, when I went to visit him, we decided that I would instead use his statements during the trials.
No, a ver si encima voy a ser yo el culpable de que el rey dilapide dinero público yéndose de caza por África, o que a sus amantes se compre su silencio con dinero público. Yo no soy el culpable de eso, yo me limito a contarlo como lo han hecho tantísimos medios. Entonces, si hay que pedir prisión para cada medio que haya contado esto, pues no habría suficientes cárceles, y son hechos objetivos, independientemente de que uno sea republicano o sea monárquico.
La campaña de tergiversación de los medios del régimen hace especial hincapié en ocultar los verdaderos motivos por los que yo estoy encarcelado. Es decir, pretenden vender que es por otras causas que ni siquiera son firmes. Es decir, yo ahora estoy encarcelado exclusivamente por la canción Juan Carlos el Bobón, es decir, por lo que llaman injurias a la corona, y por los tweets sobre los cuerpos policiales denunciando torturas y brutalidad policial y crímenes, y por lo que ellos llaman enaltecimiento.
Okay, trust in my pen, trust in my words. So many vivid memories, the things I observe. I gotta caution and speak for the pain. I just speak for the fate. My word is what I got, they can't take it away. Every day that I pray, I'm just looking for change. How many bodies go behind cold chains? Hip hop started out in the park, rap for the love, for the escape. When you look at the world, the powers that be, the power of my pen. I write what I see, I write what I feel. What's the price just to be alive? Yeah, we come in peace and that's the only vibe. Come on.
Se habla de los límites de la libertad de expresión. Entonces, si la Guardia Civil ha asesinado a 15 inmigrantes, ¿yo qué tengo que decir? ¿Que les ayudó a salvarse? Si se han vendido armas a Arabia Saudí que han sido utilizadas con fines criminales, ¿yo qué tengo que decir? ¿Que se han vendido armas a Arabia Saudí que van a garantizar una vida digna a su población? Entonces, se me está exigiendo que yo no cuente unos hechos sobradamente probados. Y luego, que qué casualidad que los límites de la libertad de expresión siempre son para los mismos.
Again, this is a perfect example where if you do this kind of projects, obviously nothing is easy. None of this is supposed to happen. You're not supposed to make live concerts with someone calling from death row. You're not supposed to do a rap with someone who is in prison who cannot even call. So how do you do that? Did I not do the song? No. What we did is that we made art with the statements from court. We found the solutions. We made it work. We didn't wait for the grants. We didn't wait for the money to come. We put the hours, we put the money, we put all our love just to make it work so we could amplify these voices. In the United States, so many people are in favor of the death penalty, more than what we think. I've shown some of the songs that I've made with Kid Lamar to people who are in favor of the death penalty. None of them, 0%, were defending to execute Kid after listening to the songs. Why? Music, jazz, hearing directly from them, humanize them. Instead of being prisoners, animals, monsters, they're human beings. When you have a human being in front of you, you cannot just execute them. What all this art is doing is humanizing people that we do not always consider human beings. I hope you enjoyed this talk and maybe see you in one of the concerts. Thank you very much.